November 2018. Live from GDA Studios Abercarn. Here's your entertainment news with Vigo.
Day 8. It was all changed in the camp as Nick became the leader. John and Fleur took over the cooking and Impress, and Anne Hegarty took part in a live trial. Nick Knowles, reluctant camp leader, I Must Love fans decided, via a vote on the show's app, that Nick would become the next camp leader, and he wasn't thrilled about it. It meant he and his deputy Anne would be taking over the private boudoir formerly occupied by Noel and Harry, but he didn't welcome the other responsibilities, like divvying the team up into their various roles, and it also meant he was unable to continue cooking the camp meals. John Barrowman was appointed as head chef, and his campmate, James McVeigh, reckons that the public did it to mess with him, knowing that he was probably the least keen to take on the authority. Elsewhere, Fleur and Emily were placed on washing up duty. James and Harry were tasked with cleaning the dunny, and Malak, Noel and Rita were placed on maintenance. Day 9. After Rita, John and James won 10 out of 11 stars in the epic quest, Nick Knowles cemented his status as an absolute gem by sacrificing his seat at the feast for his camp. But that's not all that happened in tonight's jam-packed episode, with tensions rising between the campmates and Deck showing us his spectacular twerking skills. Nick's rude awakening. The winds of change have hit the camp, quite literally for Nick Knowles. Having been appointed camp leader yesterday by viewers, Nick chose to chase his Anne Hegarty to be his deputy, a decision he may have regretted the next morning when Anne woke up and immediately passed wind right in Nick's face. Day 10. Although the day got off to a bit of a sticky start with Candlegate, it only got better as the hours ticked by, from Anne triumphing once more to Harry learning to say "painting." Candlegate. A wax factory appeared in John's bag after Malak lit a candle on top of it, and the wax dripped down overnight. Despite this, the ever upbeat John said he was feeling 7 out of 10 on the cheery scale in the morning. It's official. The governess is a trooper. It was a decent meal for the campmates tonight, as Anne stormed her way through rooms of stinking offal and all kinds of critters. She was completely unfazed by a python, and had to pick stars out of piles of raw meat and fish stouts, all while being rained on by insects. Classic. She looked like she performed surgery when she came out. 7 of 11 stars? Go on, Anne! Oh, and Deck did an amazing pigeon impression. Day 11. Tempers finally flared in the jungle on day 11, and Noel got logs, Nick got the hump, Nick has inspired a jungle debate, and a pot of rice left Rita boiling over. Check out what the sleds got up to below. Nick, Noel and Knickers. There's Nick getting his knickers in a twist because I left the camp. He could be such an arse at times, mused Noel Edmonds, and he practically danced out of the camp leader, Nick Knowles, line of sight for the upteenth time. Little did he know the DIY SOS host would actually find himself in a twist over a pair of knickers later in the show. Or did he know? He does have a lot of meditating after all. Could Noel have the inside scoop on the future? Should we be asking for next week's lottery numbers? To cut a long story short, Nick spotted a pair of pants that had fallen from the washing line and was more than a little worried about picking them up. Day 12. It was an all-singing and all-dancing edition of I'm a Celeb tonight, as the campmates split into animal teams, battled it out in immunity games, and learned all about how Fleur loves her bum almost as Harry hates puzzles. Noel must have been driving around a few campmates around the bend lately, Nick, but it turns out when it comes to an actual driving, he's a master of traffic loopholes. Bristol's traffic is chaotic, and so Liz bought me a black cab and I got to work in 20 minutes, rather than 1 hour and 20 minutes. Noel told his fellow campmates after Emily shared her tales of driving test struggles. I can claim to be the person that cost Bristol Council a huge amount of money, because when I hit the news that I was going down the bus lane in my black cab, which is legal, they put cameras all on the lanes. I reckoned I saved 5 months of my life when I added up the hours in the morning and evening. He continued, But when I got the ticket, I didn't take my cab in the bus lane anymore. I did what any sane person would do. I bought a bus. I have a Route Master bus. I can drive it on a car license as long as there are no more than 9 people on board, said Noel. I've been Regan.